Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me oh my oh. Me gotta go, pull the road down the bayou. Hello, this is a video made for the Olli Guitar Class. Today we're going to be working on Jambalya, an old Hank Williams song, and we're going to be using that to learn some of our strums and to get our act together and make progress in learning to play the guitar. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to look at strum number 1 in the packet of materials that you got at the last guitar session. And you'll see that strum number 1 is all downstrokes. So I'm going to want you to put your left hand over the strings so that they won't sound, and just take your right hand with your pick correctly positioned. Remember, it's perpendicular to your thumb. And we're just going to practice strumming using this kind of a muffled string sound strumming. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. Do that until you're comfortable with it. And then what I'd like you to do is place your left hand in the position of chord of the D chord. Remember that your diagram there shows you, but it's your index finger behind the 2nd fret on your 3rd string. It's your middle finger behind the 2nd fret on your 1st string, which is the high sounding one. So you've got those two like that. Then your ring finger splits the difference, is behind the 3rd fret on your B string, which is your 2nd string. Notice my thumb is not way up like this. I don't want to have my palm touching the back of the neck, but it's in a manner that allows me to play those things comfortably. It'll be very tempting for you to tilt the guitar so that you can see your fingers. And that just makes it a little harder. See if you can get used to playing with the feeling of the chords. Now let's hold that D chord down, and let's strum in strum pattern 1, which is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Music doesn't have to be fast or complicated to sound good. So it's down, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. Notice with my right hand, I'm going to use as much wrist action as necessary, but I'm not going to get real excitable with my forearm. If you can use as less motion as you can get there, or you can use a little motion and just use your wrist, it will work out better rather than using forearm motion. You'll find that you'll get fatigued much more quickly using forearm motion. Okay? So you're just going to play down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me, and then you gotta change, oh my, oh. And we're going to go to the A chord, because we're really practicing switching back and forth, aren't we? With the index finger on the 4th string, the middle finger behind the 2nd fret, the middle finger crowded in on the 3rd string behind the 2nd fret, and by behind I mean toward the head, so it would be right here, not up here. So I've got the middle finger behind the 2nd fret, and the ring finger on the 2nd string behind the 2nd fret. Now that's all 3 of those fingers kind of bunched up. So you may have to work with that a little bit to get to where that sounds good. So I would practice that a little bit. Let's practice that carefully. Some of you may be getting a muffled sound. Your fingers may be touching other strings like this. And for right now, just do the best you can. That gets better with time and practicing. What it is, you have to figure out where to position your fingers, and you have to feel where to position your fingers where that won't happen. But that's normal for you to do that, and it's normal for your ring finger to hit the high, the number 1 string, like that. So some of you may be getting that sound. Just position, wiggle them in there, and do that. Okay? So switch back and forth. Let's do 4 A's. 1 and 2 and. Notice when I say and, I'm subdividing the beat and I'm bringing my guitar pick upward. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let's go back to the D. See if you can feel it there. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Very good. That's what you want to do. Practice going back and forth. The reason that I like doing it in a song is that you can feel the pulse and the rhythm of the song, and you can get the feeling of when things change. Let's start on our D chord and let's try again. Ready and go. And goodbye Joe, we gotta go already and change. 3, we gotta go pull the pier already and change. 3. Now if you can only practice those 2 lines, that's fine because you'll get the idea. You don't have to learn the poetry, the lyrics of the entire song in order to be effective learning how to play the song. So just take a part of it. If you're struggling with your strum, put your hand on the strings and muffle it and play it this way. If you're struggling with the chord, let's see if you can get it to where it rings out like this. And then switch. But your goal is no matter how fast or slow you take it, in fact slow is preferred, that you get to where you can change even. Now, one of the things is going to happen to you as you start playing this is you may wind up rushing the beat. So you would start out like this. Let me show you an extreme example. Goodbye Joe, we gotta go, me oh my oh. We gotta go more to beer. See, and you just keep getting faster. It's normal for people to do that. So if you'll try to maintain a real steady and slow pace with your practicing, you can really help yourself. There is a trick if you've got a little tape recorder. You can take a pencil and you can just take a pencil and put a tape in your tape recorder or your digital recorder and just tap on the case with a pencil in a very rhythmic and very mechanical way, and you can make yourself your own metronome. It's possible to make yourself one that works really well. So that's that strum. Now I'm going to teach you a strum that I call the Jambalya strum. It's just a little bit more complicated. And we're going to let this downstroke, we're going to let it ring all the way through. So on 1 it's a downstroke, on the and it's an upstroke. Remember on our upstrokes we're not going to hit all 6 strings. On the downstroke we hit all 6. On the upstroke we're just going to hit 3. If you only hit 2, that's okay too. Then on the down one, so it's down, up, down, then nothing, down, up, down, then nothing, and then we repeat. So it's going to go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now how did I get a strum like that? Well, what I did is I listened to the lyric of the song and I tried to make up a strum that seemed to go with the song. And you can do that for other songs as well. So it goes, goodbye Joe, so down, up, down, then we gotta go, down, up, down again, oh me, oh my, oh. So I made up a strum that kind of followed the rhythm of the lyrics, if that makes sense to you. So it went Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me oh my oh, like that. You can, once you have your straight strum down, you can try that strum to see if it works better for you. Goodbye for now. This is our first videotape. I hope it comes out all right, and I hope it's helpful to you. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the next lesson.